Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel, Papa Summer Reviews. So in this video, I'll be unboxing, building, and reviewing this Lego UCS set. This is the Ultimate Collector Series, the Razor Crest, set number 75331. Okay, the set contains about 6,187 pieces. Set number 75331, released in October 7, 2022. Okay, see the side of the box here. You can see the image of the radio crest from the back side. Okay, on the other side of it, you can see the front part of the Razor Crest as shown here. Okay, so we're going to look at the back of the box. You can see that there's this is the complete image of the Razor Crest and also the size of it. You can see the length about 72 centimeters and the height is about 24 centimeters. It has a quite a big size on it. And some pictures of the set itself together with pictures from the TV show. Well, some real pictures you can see there, Grogu, and some pictures also from the Lego set. Okay, so on the top of the box, you can see this is the buildable character Blurk and also Quill. We have the Mithril, and we have Grogu, and also, of course, the Mandalorian, which is Din Djarin. Okay, so unboxing the set itself, you can see there are two boxes with the image of the concept art image on the each box. Okay, so this will be the second box. The first box, you can see there is Grogu and the Mandalorian. This will be the box. You see, say box number 1. Okay, so we're going to start with this box first. Let us try and open and see how many bags we have. So inside here we got several bags. Okay, so all numbered bags. And we can see there are 2 envelopes, and each should have the manual of the set. So let us open these envelopes and see the instruction manuals that's provided for this set. Okay, so design is all you can see here. This is book number 3. Okay, so there's a numbered manual over there, and also sticker sheets. There's one sticker sheet over there with the sticker of the plague. All right. Okay, let us have a look at the other envelope and see what is the other instructions that we have inside there. So I'm assuming that this should be the first book. Yep, this is the first manual book. So make sure that you scan here to get your points in the Lego Insiders apps. So inside the manual, you can see some details of the design of the Razor Crest. This is the real Razor Crest from the series, from the Disney series. Okay, some other images and some storylines and what is the background story of the Razor Crest. There's a lot of reading materials that you can have here. All right, and also behind the scenes, this is how they filmed the Razor Crest scene in the drama in the series. Okay, so and this is the panels. This is the Lego set, the finished Razor Crest. So see how it's separated into some panels. You can see there. And this is the designer and the creative lead, the design director and the creative lead. You can pause if you want to read all the details. Okay, really nice. I mean, when you look at the size of it, it's really big. I mean, this is a UCS set, so yeah. And the price for this is about 2,499 ringgit in Malaysia. So it should be a massive and big size. So this is how you should be carrying it as per what Lego wants us to do. So you should not carry it this way. All right, see your placing of your hands should be on this way, slightly at the back of the tail of the Razor Crest. All right, so let's go into the manual. All right, some details here. Part 6 bag, complete this, and then the rest of the bag complete some of it. All right, so let us build this set, and once it's finished, we're going to review it for each part of the build. All right, let's go. Okay, so we have finished the first manual book. So the first manual actually consists of the 9 numbered bags completed. You can see here, we actually completed the framing of the Razor Crest, at least on the body part, which we have the side panels. All right, and some also we have some details of the interior of the Razor Crest itself. Okay, see at the back here, you can see some Technic builds. In a closer look, you can see this is the landing, not the landing platform, but the back door panel, all right, for the Razor Crest, which most it can be entered. But if you can see here on the side panel, there are few separated frames which later on will provide a panel which we can be separated, and we can see, we can uh, to s- to separate the panels and look on more into the inside of the Razor Crest. And the front here, you can see this is the front part of the Razor Crest, and inside here is the this surprisingly, they include the armor, the Boba Fett armor, which from the TV show, Din Djarin actually had Boba Fett's armor with them. They use the battle damage Boba Fett armor. All right, so you looking here is the this is a closer detail of the back door. Okay, you see some technique elements from the build over there. Okay, really nice detail on how the movement of the panel doors. On the other side of the Razor Crest, you can see also there are some ladders and also some few separate panels. Okay, so we have not used the sticker sheet yet. Okay, so we're going to move on to the second book, second manual. So it shows more on the side paneling of the set. Okay, so we're going to continue from back number 10. Okay, so it's going to be complete until back number 19. All right, so all right, so we have completed book manual number 2. Okay, if you can see here, we have completed most of the side panels. All right, and also the top panel on the back tail of the Razor Crest. All right, so I was quite impressed at how much the Lego designer was able to apply the snot application, which is stud snot on top. It's quite a clean build on the side there, you can see, and there's some sticker elements. We are going to start using the stickers for the body of the Razor Crest. Okay, so now we have actually completed partially most of the cockpit. You can see Din Djarin is already comfortably placed over there, and we also have a place and also built Grogu. So Grogu comes together with his pram. So we're gonna have a look here. This is not a unique minifigure actually. We have Grogu on several other Mandalorian sets. Okay, so you're just gonna stick there at the back of the at the cockpit side. Okay, so you're gonna have a look on the rest of the internal. There's more details put into the internal body of the Razor Crest. All right, so this one will be the weapons armory for Din Djarin. We're gonna have a look more closer details once we finish the complete build. All right, so there's a lot of guns inside there. If I'm not sure if you can see it, it's quite dark. But never mind, we're gonna look at it later. So looking at the back panel, it's not connected to any studs. Okay, it's just a matter of putting on top of it, so it's easy to be removed. So you can look on the inner side of the Razor Crest, and a quick look at the back of the Razor Crest. Really nice design, a really clean design by the Lego designers. Okay, so book 2 actually completed the side panels on the left side, on the right side, and some few panels on the top. Right, that will be the completion of book number 2. Right. Okay, so continue on the build for book number 3. We actually have to open up the next box. Okay, so this will be the second box. Right, you can see here some concept art of the Mandalorian series, and here there are also more several numbered bags, and there is also an envelope that contains the manual book. Okay, previously it's actually the second manual book, not the third manual book. So the third manual book will be on the inside of this box, which is in this envelope, which is going to have a look. This will be the third manual book. You can see the third one will be covering a bit of the top middle part of the panel, and the fourth manual book will cover on the panel of the cockpit and also the engine thrusters. So the fourth book might be more build process to be in, because the books is also quite more is much more thicker than the third book. Right, so we're going to start with the third manual, back 20 until 25. All right, you can see here we're going to start building the thrusters, and it will end at bag 36, which is completed the whole Lego set. All right, so let's continue on the build. Let's go. All right, so completing manual book number 3. You can see the middle part of the top panel. We're completed on that. Okay, so you can see here there are several. You can see that it's covering more of the top part now with the Razor Crest and some panels of the back side over here. Okay, all right. Also, the designers have made such a clean snot application for the design of this, which is really good. All right, so we're going to see that from manual book number 3, actually they already started on the thrusters. Okay, so you can see some partial build on the alternate colors of the bricks used on each thruster engines, which is really good. So navigate easier for us to make the build more accurately. And starting manual book number 4, we're going to start building on the panel of the cockpit and the blaster's gun on the side, and also completion of the whole set, which is going to be the thrusters and also the rest of the minifigures. Okay, so let us continue to build this, and the next step, I'm going to have the review of the complete whole set of the Lego UCS Razor Crest, right? Okay, so this is it, guys. This is the completion of the set UCS Ultimate Collector Series Razor Crest. Okay, set number 75331. Okay, so this set released in October 2022. It is actually, I'm not sure it's rumored or confirmed to be retiring by end of this year. Okay, so this set contains about 6,187 pieces. It has 4 minifigures, okay, including one buildable Blurk minifigure. Oh, sorry, not minifigure, Blurk figure. And in Malaysia, this set will cost you around 2,499 ringgit 90 cent, about 2,500 ringgit. Okay, so as you can see, the final build, it does have some quite a big of a massive size there. Okay, but let us review on this, okay, and see if it's this set worth the price tag of 2,500 ringgit, and if it's something that it's worth to pick up before the retirement by end of this year, or this is something that you should just give it a pass. Right, so first let us look into the minifigures. Alright, so the first minifigure that we're going to have a look will be the main character itself, which is the Mandalorian. Okay, so although we do get the Mandalorian minifigures on other sets for the TV series, but this one is considered as unique because they have included some arm printing over here, okay, on both sides of the arms. Okay, so you can see here really nice printing that reflects on what is from the series itself. Okay, right, so this is based on the the first Mandalorian suit, not the one with the Beskar made armor. Okay, and plus the helmet itself is actually a newly printed style of helmet. Okay, so really nice there. Okay, other than that, it's basically the same. And the other thing is that they also provide a face print of Din Djarin. Okay, although there are the smaller set of the Razor Crest did also provide the face print of Din Djarin, but this one comes together with a hairpiece. Okay, so you can see here this hairpiece for Din Djarin, which is included with the minifigure. Okay, only one face print because most of the time Mandalorian does not show his face. So yeah, this will be the Mandalorian minifigure. And the next minifigure will be Grogu. Okay, together with his pram. Okay, you can see here Grogu is basically similar to the ones that we receive on other Mandalorian sets. Okay, so nothing unique on this one. Okay, but it's good that we have this included because as it is a main character from the series itself. Okay, so that would be Grogu. The next unique minifigure will be this Mithril character. I'm not sure that they have a name actually for this character, but maybe I have missed it in the series, but it's known as the Mithril species character. Okay, so this is from the first episode, which if you watch the series, later on, this character will be working with, what's the guy's name? Reef Karga, yeah, the guy's name. I mean, this is the bounty that Mandalorian catch during the first episode. Okay, so I'm glad that they included this character as a minifigure. However, I was a bit disappointed that the design of the minifigure, which is especially the look of the Mithril, I mean, Lego just made it as like a printed face image on the Mithril, rather than giving us a proper sculpt on the head of the minifigure. They just give us a printing of it. So to me, it's kind of a bit of a lazy move from Lego, rather than to make it a unique sculpt. Okay, considering this set is costing you about 2,000 plus, it's not a cheap set. So I think Lego is fair enough that if they should have included a proper sculpted minifigure, especially on the head. All right, so the body printing is nothing much. I mean, it's basically as per what it is from the show. It's just that the head is not something that I really was happy about. All right, so the Mithril minifigure. All right, so unlike Quill here, you can see here Lego have provided a sculpted look on his headpiece over there. So this is, I think, is the proper way that they should have been doing with the Mithril minifigure. Right? Rather than just give it a face print, they should have given it a proper sculpted, just like the Quill character here. Okay, so together with you can see there's a backpack. I mean, I'm pretty much happy with this minifigure, although it's not that really too much outstanding on it. But this is an exclusive minifigure, which I'm really glad that Lego have included this into the set. And with him comes a buildable blurk over here. Okay, if you can see here. I mean, it looks small, but it's actually quite a lot of pieces included in this build character. Okay, so it's just like this blurk itself is a standalone, like a standalone set. Right, it could be some kind of a polybag character, because the parts that they use for to recreate the face and the body of the blurk requires quite a lot of numbers of parts over there. So yeah, it was built during the last part of the set. So yeah, so I noticed that there's just a few pages of that includes the build of this character. Right, so happy to get this, and then the look of it to me is quite decent. I mean, it did capture some facial look accurately from the series itself. The teeth and the arms, I think they should have done better with the arms, but I think the blurk does have a quite small arms. Okay, and there's maybe they should have made it something more articulation to it, rather than the head and just the tail. They should have give some articulation on the mouth piece and also the legs, because the legs doesn't have there's no movement on the legs. So yeah, although this is a buildable figure, but this is something that you do want to play around with. Okay, so this is the blurk buildable figure. All right, so with this blurk figure, it does have a space for Quill to write on. Okay, there's a slot over there, you can put Quill. All right, so you can just fit him inside there. All right, so this will be most probably the way that you want to display Quill together with with the blurk of him riding the blurk. All right, so yeah. Okay, so we'll look at the display plaque over here. Okay, so you can see this one is actually sticker, it's not printed, although Lego have made a recent UCS set with a printed plaque, which is good. But this one in 2022, it was made as printed display plaque. Okay, never mind, still okay. So there's some details of the Razor Crest himself. Okay, so you can pause the video if you want to reach what to read what is the details. Okay, and to me the stand is really quite simple. I mean, there's a lot of laziness going on with this set because I was wishing that the display stand should have made something that is more capable of us to display the Razor Crest in a more dynamic pose. But rather than that, Lego just made this as a stand for putting the plague and also the minifigure. I mean, it does have. I mean, this is something that is quite frequent on other UCS set. But to me, the Razor Crest is something that you wanna, because if you remember the box art on this, the Razor Crest was actually posed as a slightly tilt flying mode over there. So I was wishing that the stand was able to made that set in that type of pose, but unfortunately not. Just made it like a simple simple display stand for the minifigures. All right, so a bit of laziness from the Lego part on this build stand here. Okay, so after several attempts, I finally get Grogu to stick inside there. I will say not the most, you know, stable or fitting stud to put Grogu there, but it still works, I guess. Right, so the good thing is that this part over here of the cockpit is something that you can be moved, right, like this. Okay, which is good. You can move it totally. So from there you can see further inside of the Razor Crest. Okay, so this part over here you can be moved. We'll look into the inside of the Razor Crest later. Okay, just have a look at this one. I'm not sure on this part over here. I might have missed it from the TV series, but if you can let me know in the comments, please do. All right, this is something I'm sure this is something that is significant or something that's related to the series itself, but I'm not sure what it is. All right, so the cockpit is quite nicely built. I mean, to me, it's fitting on in every way. I mean, although this is actually because it's a UCS set, but it's actually a it's a minifigure scale set. All right, so I mean, the UCS is the Razor Crest is quite big, but it's still match. I mean, it's still considered as a minifigure scale by Lego for this, right? So after removing all the removable panels on this set, this is basically how it's going to look. So removing all these panels is giving us an ability to look furthermore inside of the Razor Crest. Okay, so you can have a look at the first at the cockpit itself. Okay, so you can see here on this part is actually I think this is the bed for the Mandalorian, Dinjarin. It's also removable. You can put inside there, and on the bottom there you can see. I'm sure you can see I'm gonna give some light inside there. Okay, you can see there's some like wire type, some some technical features on the bottom part of the bed. Right, so you can put the bed on top of there. Okay, so on this part there are some, I think this the brown color is some not sure what it is actually, but it's something that maybe been used to the carbon freeze the back part over here. You can see, if you see over here, let me move. So on this side you can see there is a like a sticker saying with a Grogu's head, saying this one actually says baby on board, right? Something that is cheeky from Lego to include. On this part over here you can see, you can give some light over there. This is actually Boba Fett's armor. Alright, so if you remember, Jinjarin was actually holding to Boba Fett's armor in the series. Okay, so the color of the armor is actually a correct one, which is the old Boba Fett armor that we remembered from Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. But maybe they should have give some weathering on the printing of the armor, because as per the series, the armor for Boba Fett that Din Djarin had in his hands is actually a very much worn out armor from Boba Fett. Okay, so it has also Jinjarin's weapon over there, or maybe Boba Fett's weapon. Okay, so this one is actually a gun arm, like a armory cupboard. Okay, you take it off. Okay, you can see here, you can actually open this, and you can see this is where the Mandalorian keeps all his missionaries. Okay, and all his gun and blasters over there. All right, really nice build. That. Okay, this is something that you can just slot it inside, though it's a bit tight, so you have to be, if you have small fingers, it might be much more easier, but for me, I have quite huge hands, so it's going to be quite challenging for me to put it back inside, but it still works. All right, so I apologize, this part over here, these two panels over here is also removable. Okay, yep, and that way you can get much more easier access. So yeah, from this part, yeah, you can have your fingers, even for my big fingers, still can fit inside. Yep. All right, so this one, if you look on this side here, this will be the freezing chamber. Okay, let me see if I can take this off. Okay, so it has some sticker elements of some of the bounties that Din Djarin has captured. Okay, so it's in sticker form. There's two of those. Okay, so you can just, it's actually just hooked inside this. All right, so be careful. I mean, because it's quite fragile in some way. And that part over there is actually the what do you call the carbon freezing chamber. All right, so once it freezes over there, it will become a block like this, so you can display the mithril. If you want to put mithril in the set, you can just, this is the most suitable place you can place him. Okay, so you can see it fits nicely over there, because in the series he was carbon freeze. Okay, so to be sent to Grief Karga, right? So that will be a quite good place for him to be displayed on. So other than that, you can see quite an efficient space you can put inside here. There is also a place, I guess, you can put Blurk. Let me just give it a try. All right, so you can actually put Blurk inside there. Okay, although it doesn't not it's not holding up to anything. Okay, it might be movable there, but this is actually like maybe a slot that you can just put Blurk. But for me personally, I mean, although I like to display my minifigures of the set all inside the ship in the set, but for this one, I don't think it's quite stable to put it inside there, so I might just display it on the display stand. Yep. But for Mithril, I think it's still okay that I can just put it inside. And Din Djarin, I can just display it inside the cockpit together with the Grogu. Right? Maybe only Quill and the Blurk I'll be displaying on the display stand. Right? So okay, that was basically how the insides of the Razor Crest looks. All right. So we got the freezing chamber, the Grogu's baby on board sticker. It's not a sticker, I think this is a sticker. Yeah, it's a sticker. And now also the carbon freezing chamber and whatnot. Yeah. All right. Just want to go back at the back door panel over here. I just made some minor corrections. Okay, so because previously I was wondering why the door was quite difficult to hold on to. So it's actually that, okay, if I push it to open over here, okay, this part over here is quite it's supposed to be expanding like this. If you can see it slowly expanding. Okay, there's a part over there is going to be revealing this part. Okay, right, so this is the one that's actually making the door actually much more firmly properly stick inside there. How you say it, but yeah, this is actually how it's gonna look. You can see that the like this, so the door is nicely you know, landed on the platform. However, because this part over here is quite, it's not smooth, all right, so you always end up that this part, you know, it was you know, is it will be, when you try to close the door, the panel over here, it's quite stuck. Okay, so just have to push it, give it a bit of a push. Okay, so only then that the door will be much more firm and not be, you know, sloping down like previously. So but however, that the the reason of this is not being not quite smooth, it will end up this part over here breaking off from the start. Yeah, so that is why. But yeah, I won't be I won't be planning to do some too much opening and closing on this part, so rather have it, keep it close and firm inside there. So now with that part adjusted, so it's going to be firmly closed as it was meant to be. All right, so on the side panel here, you can see there's actually a door you can open. Okay, so this is actually on both sides. Okay, this is the right side, and there's also a similar door like this on the left side. Okay, so this is just a platform. Then another way that you can make it like an accessible path for the minifigures. Okay, you can just put, if you want to put, you can put quill inside there. All right, so leaving the ship and anything, just close it. Maybe if you put there, then you can't close the door. You have to put it further inside. So, you know, just for fun, that you can just, you know, display the minifigures on this side door panel over here. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to show you quickly and how exactly that Lego wants us to, the way that we need to pick up the set. Where is the part that we need to be holding? Okay, so as per the manual, you can see that Lego wants us to pick from this, on our one hand on this side, on the other hand will be on this side. Okay, not under here. Okay, not under here, because this might be a fragile, might break the set, so you have to be on this side, slightly on the back. So this is the way that you need to pick up the set. Okay, so this one, I mean, I do have to remind you that this set is quite heavy. It does have some hefty weight on it. So but this is how Lego intended for us to, the way that we need to pick up the set is like this way. All right. Okay, so what is my final thoughts on this set? All right, so I would give a quite high rate for this set. I would give it a 9.3 out of 10. Okay, mainly because of the usage of parts that was provided. The 6,000 parts all has been used very you know, very creatively with I mean, all the parts are accurately used. I mean, it's very creatively used by the Lego designers. Okay, and also the size of the Razor Crest itself is quite massive. Okay, considering that the price tag of 2,500 ringgit is quite justifiable. Okay, although it's not the most expensive UCS set, knowing that we had the 8080 and also the I think it was the Millennium Falcon, right? That was what surpassed the 3,000, almost the 4,000 ringgit mark. Okay, but this one, but those set has about 7,000, 8,000 pieces. But this one they have 6,000 plus. Okay, so the ship itself, Razor Crest, although it's not as famous or as iconic in the Star Wars universe, unlike the Millennium Falcon or even the 8080 or even the TIE Fighter, but it serves the purpose of for new Star Wars fans, right? So for young Star Wars fans, most of them, most probably they have watched the previous trilogy, but they are more connected to the new one, the one that is made by Disney's, or for any fans that was like personally, from like my sister was not very much a Star Wars fan, but she was a fan of the Mandalorian, in particular Baby Yoda, Grogu. So yeah, but never mind. I mean, this set itself, I mean, could be a good, a good set for those kind of fans, the new fans for Star Wars. But for myself, obviously, I grew up with the original trilogy. I would say that putting the price tag of 2,500 ringgit is quite fair, knowing that they have quite a lot of piece counts. If you're into that kind of margin, knowing that price per piece and all that. So to me, 2,500 is quite a fair price for a UCS set, because the play set, the smaller set, that one costs about almost 800 ringgit, 700 ringgit. That is also already an expensive set, and it's a much more smaller set than this one. Though it's a very good play set, but when this came out, also making it a minifigure scale, this one actually topples that set tremendously. Yeah, but to have both, to me, that is up to you. I mean, if you have a budget to buy both, definitely you get both. But if you want something that is more like a display set, something that has more unique build, and more beautiful build, I would say this is the one that to be purchasing. It may cost you a lot of money. 2,500 ringgit. It's not cheap, but this is the build, the Razor Crest that you need to have. If you only have one Razor Crest, if you want to purchase one Razor Crest in your collection, this will definitely be the one, rather than keeping 800 ringgit. Purchasing the I think that one's already retired. I'm not sure, but anyway, but might as well save more and purchase this 2,500 ringgit. Yeah, but if you have both, yeah, and you're not that much of a fan of Lego Star Wars and all that, I think the play set, the 800 ringgit set, is appropriate. I mean, that you no need to get this set unless you're a big fan of the Star Wars, Mandalorian series and whatnot. And this is definitely, you might want both of them. Like myself, I have both of the set. So yeah, this is something that you need to have the UCS one. But if you only have one play set, and which is you're just a moderate fan or whatnot, you just need a play, you just want a one Razor Crest in your collection. So if you have the play set 800 ringgit, then that won't be good enough for you. All right, so that is the good point that I had for this set. They have good minifigure selection, but I don't think it has a very good minifigure design, especially the Mithril one. This one, they should have made a sculpted face, and also for the Blurk, I think they need to get a much more simplified build. Like a molded special headpiece rather than a buildable headpiece like this. So this is like the one that we have for Dewback, for the Mos Eisley set. Yep, the Lego made a fully mold Dewback. So I think the Blurk deserve that kind of treatment from Lego. All right. Another downside I had on this side is the choice of colors. The choice of colors. I mean, instead of using the plain light gray that we commonly see in other Lego Star Wars ships, I think because knowing that the Razor Crest have a metallic color, so Lego should have made some effort of making, if they don't want to make the metallic color, I mean, it might cost a lot. They should have selected another different color, not the light gray one. Maybe, I'm not sure what color that they should, but more closely similar to the metallic one. Yep, that will not cost too much on the price, because the price is already 2,500. So I mean, Lego should have at least give some treat to the fans who is purchasing with that amount of money for this Razor Crest set. All right, so that is my gripe on the downside of it on the set. But overall, I'll give it a 9.3, quite high for my standard on the set. I really like the build. The build is really fun, and the finished build is also very satisfying. It's very solid, it's very strong. There's some small gribbling parts that might be, we have to be careful. Yeah, and the weight is quite good. So yeah, it's quite a satisfying set. All right, so rather, if he's going to purchase this, if he's going to be retired by end of this year, you still have about a few months. Don't wait until the end of December to purchase it. Try to get it earlier, like in October or September, because this one will definitely, it's going to be difficult to get once it's near to the retiring date. Yeah, because this is a set that may have quite a investment value to it. All right, so yeah. All right, so that is my review of this Razer Crest set, the Lego UCS set. Hopefully I can at least assist you a bit on your decision making on the purchase of this. If you want, if you don't have it, then if you do have it in your collection, good for you. Right, so yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you for staying up to the end. Hope you enjoyed my review of this set. All right, and hopefully I want to thank you so much for all the support and all the subscribes and the likes and everything. So hopefully to see you again on the next toy review for myself. All right, so assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a good day. Bye bye.